welcome back. This is going to be a devlog series in which we will be explaining and demonstrating changes coming to the server. So without further ado, we will get straight into the class changes. So the first change that we are going to be implementing is an archer buff. What this archer buff does, if you do archer tag any opponent, you will gain strength 2 for about 3 seconds. Do note that this buff does not apply if you archer tag an archer. The next class change is going to be for Rogue. Now Rogue is a very interesting class as we kind of just remove the backstab angle check from backstab and it will now be referred to as shank. So with Rogue, you no longer need to hit your opponent in the back to apply a backstab. All you have to do is just hit them once with the gold sword. There is more class which we cannot demonstrate, and that is Bard class, simply because it was not fully implemented onto kit map. The Bard class has just a very simple change. We added 2 new debuffs to the actual class, and those are going to be Poison 2 and Stillness 2. You can gain more information about that in our Discord, which will be in the description below. Now the next set of changes are going to be faction changes regarding kicking, killing, and DTR evading. Now first up is going to be kicking a player who is in combat. You will not be able to kick anybody who is in combat. Now this does not only apply to kicking a member who is directly in combat. As long as any of your team members are in combat, you cannot kick anyone at all. Next up on the list is kicking killing. If you kick anybody from your faction and if they are in your territory, they will be teleported out and given a 5-minute grace timer. Now do note, the intent to kick and kill is still a bannable offense, and removing somebody's 1-hour grace timer and giving them a 5-minute is still griefing. Now if this does happen to you, you can definitely come into TeamSpeak and get your full 1-hour timer back, and the people who try to kick and kill you or grief your timer can be banned. The next new event coming to HCF is going to be called Middle of the World, and Middle of the World is just a second start of the world within the same map. We will be having 2-week maps. Middle of the World will be halfway of the map. When Middle of the World starts, every player who is deathbanned will be undeathbanned, and everybody who has a reclaim will gain a second reclaim. Also, if your faction is raidable, when Middle of the World starts, your faction will no longer be raidable. Middle of the World is basically a second opportunity to make a comeback on the same map. Well, that includes all the items for today's devlogs. If you are at all interested in our server, make sure you join our Discord, and if you'd like to see more, let us know. Thanks.